The will and testament that wasn't. I used to think family was unbreakable. That no matter what happened, blood would protect you. My name is Anele Dlamini. I'm the second-born of 3 children. Growing up, my older brother, Sipo, was my hero. Tall, smart, charming, he had this easy way of making you believe in him. And I did. Blindly. When our father, Baba Dlamini, passed away after a long battle with diabetes, it shattered me. But even in grief, I found comfort in knowing we had each other, Sipo, me, and our younger sister, Z. Baba had often spoken of his will, carefully written to divide everything fairly among us. We didn't have mansions or millions, but there was the family home in Orange Grove, a modest retirement account, and a piece of land in KwaZulu-Natal that Baba said must stay in the family. When Sipo offered to handle the estate, it felt natural. He was the eldest, the one who knew the legal world. I trusted him. God, how I trusted him. At first, everything seemed normal. We attended the reading of the will in the dusty offices of Mr. Mudiza, a family lawyer I didn't recognize. I expected formalities, signatures, nodding heads, the heavy sadness of moving forward. Instead, I sat frozen as Mr. Mudiza read, Sipo Dlamini shall inherit the estate in its entirety, given his role as sole biological child and caretaker of the deceased. Sole biological child? Caretaker? The words rattled around in my skull like pebbles. I turned to Z, confused. Her face was pale, her hands trembling. Sipo didn't meet my eyes. I spoke up immediately. Excuse me, there must be a mistake. My father would never. Mr. Mudiza cut me off sharply. The will is clear, Ms. Dlamini. Whispers spread through the family like a virus. Didn't you hear? She's adopted. I always suspected something. Baba only took her in after her mother left. The lies hit harder than any punch. In the days that followed, I was pushed out. Sipo changed the locks on the family home. Aunties and cousins who once called me Cece stopped answering my calls. Even Z, my little sister, drifted away, scared of taking sides. I stayed in my small flat, questioning everything I knew about myself. Was it possible? Had I been living a lie? One night, rummaging through an old box of Baba's documents he'd given me years before, I found a letter addressed to me. Anele, you are mine. Blood or not, you are my daughter. Never doubt it. The dam inside me broke. I decided I would not go quietly. I started digging. I visited the deeds office, pulled records, paid for background checks on Mr. Mudiza. Turns out, he had only been practicing law for 2 years, nowhere near long enough to have been Baba's trusted advisor. Through persistence, I tracked down Mr. Van Heerden, Baba's original lawyer, now retired in a sleepy coastal town. When I met him, he greeted me warmly, almost grandfatherly. I remember your father well, he said. Kind man. Very clear about his wishes for his children. He produced a copy of the original will, securely filed away, witnessed, legitimate. It divided the estate equally among Sipo, Z, and me. There was no mention of a sole biological child nonsense. Armed with evidence, I filed a case for a will fraud. The court process was grueling. Sipo lied under oath, painting me as a manipulative outsider trying to steal what wasn't mine. There were moments I almost gave up, the looks from former relatives in the gallery, the exhaustion of fighting every little technicality Sipo's expensive lawyers threw at me. But I stood firm. For Baba. For me. After 8 long months, the judgment came down, the forged will was nullified. The estate would be distributed according to the original, rightful document. Sipo faced criminal charges for fraud, although, in the end, he took a plea deal. He avoided jail but lost the respect he had desperately tried to maintain. I didn't attend the family gatherings after that. I didn't force apologies. I didn't chase people who had so easily erased me from their hearts. Instead, I used my share to rebuild. I kept Baba's land in KwaZulu-Natal. Every year, I plant wildflowers there in his memory. Sometimes, late at night, I remember how easily betrayal wears a familiar face. I learned the hardest truth of all: family is not who shares your blood. Family is who shares your heart. And my heart? It finally beats freely.